We're really excited to have Cherie here with us this morning. Good morning. Congratulations.
Congrats,
Thank you.
Is that adrenaline rush still going?
Kind of, but starting to get a little tired because it's been long days leading up to the Derby. So, you know, at one point I'll get a good block of time to sleep, but right now I don't see it in my imminent future.
I mean, it's like your horse won the Kentucky Derby. You made history.
I know, it's quite unbelievable, to be honest.
Cherie, let's talk about the race itself here for a moment. We want to show folks once again, for folks who may have missed it, this is a look from above Saturday afternoon. Golden Tempo goes from dead last, 23-1 odds, by the way, goes from dead last to first. For folks who don't really follow horse racing, that's pretty remarkable. But you maintain that you kind of expected that your horse sort of had this all season, this sort of slow start but finishes strong?
Right, so Golden Tempo is what we call a deep closer. So he is out the back, and he just doesn't have a lot of speed, but he has a lot of stamina. And towards the end of the race, he does have we call it a quick turn of foot. So he can make up a lot of ground. But just in the early stages, he likes to just hang out behind and let them all do the hard work, and then he can just finish up and, you know, beat them all at the end.
And that reaction that's gotten a lot of attention over the last few days, you going just bonkers.
Love that.
Folks who, like, know you well, that's not unusual. That's you at pretty much every race.
Yeah, no, well, it's gotten a bit tapered down as I've gotten older, but...
That's the taper down?
No, that is not the taper down. That is definitely all systems go. But, you know, if you win the Kentucky Derby, male, female, whatever, you should have a reaction like that.
You know, what's interesting is that you might have been a doctor if you weren't in the horse business, right? I know you were pre-med at one point.
Right.
That would have been a great reaction after a successful surgery.
Yeah, that would have been great, yeah.
How did you get in? I mean, you're from Saratoga, family's in the business.
Right.
What made you switch careers, and what did it take?
So it was kind of just happenstance. My family is from Saratoga originally. They relocated down to Southwest Florida. And my senior year, they wanted to move back to New York. And I wanted to go to college just to have a career that I could have horses in my life. Yeah. I was not a thoroughbred racing fan. I was never involved. So I went to college at Florida Gulf Coast University. My family unceremoniously dropped me off with my bags and moved back to New York. And I worked the system, so I got 2 years of in-state residency. I paid for college myself, so that makes a big deal. So then I went up to New York and attended college at SUNY Albany, and my mother that summer says, I needed a job, and she says, well, they have this job, it's called a hot walker. All you have to do is just walk the horses in a circle. I'm like, okay.
Done.
And that was it. So,
Destiny.
And I wanted to, I've ridden horses my whole life, and I wanted to become an exercise rider because there is no bigger thrill than being on one of those, a thoroughbred racehorse.
But a few years ago, you kind of made this big bet on yourself to transition from sort of being in the background to being the lead trainer.
Yeah, and I have to give credit to my husband, David and Gordo, who is a well-respected bloodstock agent, and he kind of asked, I was at a crossroads in my life. Being an assistant trainer takes a lot of your time. You're the first one there, last one to leave, and I was in a highly successful barn, and he says, well, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I don't want to do this. And he says, well, you should be a trainer. I said, no, I'm good. And after an hour of chatting, I said, well, you better go take some therapy classes, like, you know, psychology classes, because you're going to have to be my biggest therapist.
Oh, wow.
You know, horse racing has long been dominated by men. It's started to change a little bit in recent years, but you made history on Saturday. Do you consider yourself a trailblazer? Is that something that...
No, I consider myself a horse trainer, and I just happen to be a female. But you know, it's quite an honor to be the first female trainer to win a Kentucky Derby.
Yeah,
Wait, we got to play this out because I know Golden Tempo's back in Kentucky chilling. But if you think about Triple Crown, with that kind of closing speed and the Belmont being 2 furlongs longer than the other races, you know what you can do down the stretch. All you got to do is win the Preakness, and you're going to be in a really interesting place.
Well, that's great in theory, but the Preakness is shorter in distance, and now the Belmont is at Saratoga. They're doing renovations on the racetrack, so we're still at 1.25 miles, which he relishes. So, you know, we'll have to see how he comes out of the race, and he gets a couple easy days. He's probably snoozing right now, and
like, when will you know?
we'll try to make a decision by the end of the week.
Okay. You've been around the sport for a long time, and you've trained a number of horses. What is it about this horse, about Golden Tempo, that makes him special?
So number one, he's obviously talented. That's where you start.
Yeah.
And he's just got a great personality. He's super laid back. He's showing that video there of playing. A 3-year-old colt usually isn't that snuggly without trying to like see what they can get away with and biting. You know, he's playing there, but it's his personality. He goes in. The Derby has got quite the hoopla, and took it all in, and you know, he's just cool, calm, and collected.
By the way, we got to give
the horses couldn't get in the stable, in the gate too. That was a harrowing moment.
Oh yeah, yeah. When a horse acts unruly and
that could trigger the other ones.
Well, it does trigger. Luckily, we weren't in the gate, and Jose had even said, "Don't put me in the gate. They're going to scratch that horse." You know, it is nerve-wracking, especially like, you know, we're all sitting there, we're on pins and needles just with the anxiety of anticipation of the race, but you know, he handled it. He just kind of was standing there like a dude.
We only have a couple seconds. I just want to give a shout out to your jockey. I mean,
Yes.
José Ortiz
Yes.
did an incredible job.
Yeah, no, the credit for winning the race definitely goes to Jose, because he had to time that perfectly, and he had all the faith in the horse that he had it. So definitely big part of what happened on Saturday.
And he beat his brother, who was on the second place finisher. So many storylines with Cherie. It's incredible. We're so grateful to have you here. Congrats.
Thank you.
We hope you get some relaxed days, just like Golden Tempo gets. You need a little chill.
He's chilling, and now I'm working.
Yeah. Thank you.
By the way, we should mention you can catch the next race in the Triple Crown, the Preakness Stakes, again, TBD on whether we'll see Mr. Tempo there, but the Preakness Stakes, May 16th, right here on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.